Hi guys and welcome to Saleem's kitchen. Today we're making a layered chicken biryani recipe, which is the most popular dish for Eid. It is simple and divine and you're gonna love it. So let's get started and let's go through all of the ingredients that we are going to be using. 1.5 kg of chicken pieces, skin or without skin. 4 medium onions sliced. 3 onions will be used for the braising of the chicken and 1 onion will be used for garnishing. Then we have 4 medium potatoes, peeled and halved. 1 tomato cut fine, 4 green chillies with a slit in the center, less than a handful of dhania or coriander, less than a handful of mint, a few curry leaves, 1 cup of plain yogurt or 250 milliliters of plain yogurt, 14 dried prunes, 1 teaspoon of whole black peppercorns, 4 cloves, 2 elachi or cardamon, 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, and 2 sticks of cinnamon. Two heaped tablespoons of Saleem's Kitchen Secret Mix Masala. The link for this recipe will be in the description below. 2 teaspoons of salt, 3 cups of rice of your choice. I am using 3 cups of brown basmati rice. 125 grams of butter, 1 heaped teaspoon of ginger and garlic paste, a 1/4 cup of all-purpose cooking oil, and 1 teaspoon of food coloring, yellow food coloring. Now let's start putting everything together. Let's start with the rice first. We're going to half boil the rice for 10 minutes. Now the secret for a tasty aromatic biryani is the flavoring of the rice. In order to do this, in a piece of cloth, put in some mint like this, few cinnamon sticks, small pieces of cinnamon sticks. This is actually 1 cinnamon stick. I broke it into 3 pieces. 2 elachi or cardamom pods, 4 cloves, 1 teaspoon of peppercorns, and 1 teaspoon of jeera. Now all these spices are called whole spices. So now I'm going to tie this up here and drop it into the boiling water for the rice. Okay guys, I've got about 3 liters of water already boiling for the rice. And remember this cloth that I tied in all the whole spices, I'm just going to drop it in like this here. Yellow food coloring and 3 teaspoons of salt. I'm going to let this boil for at least 2 minutes and then add in the rice. Okay guys, it's been 2 minutes and I'm ready to put in the rice. But at this stage, you will get the smell and the flavor and the aroma of all the spices that we tied in the cloth. So now I'm going to add in the rice. Okay, we're going to boil this rice for 10 minutes until it's half boiled. Now remember guys, the spices we used for the rice is separate and was not included with the other spices. Okay guys, while the rice is boiling, let's start cooking our chicken. Okay guys, in a separate pot, add in your oil. And I got the stove turned on high. So I'll wait this for the oil to heat up, then I'm going to add in the onions. Once the oil is hot, you can add in the 3 onions. Just give it a mix. And I'm going to fry this for 1 minute. Okay guys, after 1 minute of my onions frying, I'm now going to add in all my whole spices. And then just give this a mix. So all the spices can release its flavor. And I'm going to leave this in now for another 1 minute. And cover the pot. Okay guys, let's get back to our rice and check up on our rice. It's been 6 minutes now, and you can see we are almost there for for it being half boiled. So in the next 4 minutes our rice should be done, and we'll strain this rice. Okay guys, another minute is up with my whole spices. So I'm going to give this a stir, and it's starting to smell great. I can smell the cinnamon, I can smell the black peppercorns, I can smell the cloves. So these whole spices release its flavor beautifully. So now I'm ready to add in the chicken. In goes the chicken, the ginger and garlic paste, the salt, and the prunes. So now we're going to give this a good mix. Okay guys, I'm going to cook this chicken for 30 minutes, but every 10-minute interval, just check to see if it's not burning or if it's not catching. Remember, I still got it on high. So I'm going to cover the lid and let it cook. Guys, back to our rice. It's been 10 minutes, and you can see the rice is half boiled. It should look like this. So now I'm going to strain the rice. Okay guys, it's been my first 10-minute interval, so I'm going to check up on it now, and straight away I can get a slight burning smell, which means it's catching. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in just half a cup of water, and I'm going to drop my heat to medium. But before I do that I want to give this a mix again. Alright, I'm going to allow this to cook on medium until my next 10-minute interval. Guys, while the chicken is cooking, I'm gonna fry my onions in butter. Remember, I told you this onions will be used for garnishing. So I'll let this fry until it's golden brown, and then I'll set this aside and use it when we're ready for garnishing. Okay guys, we're into our next 10-minute interval. And you can see it's cooking very nicely. It's not catching anymore because I got it on medium heat. And it's smelling the flavor, it's smelling very flavorful and yummy. So now is our final 10 minutes of the chicken cooking. So let me cover it and allow it to cook for the last 10 minutes. Okay guys, it's been 30 minutes exactly. So you can see it's smelling fantastic. The chicken is done. You can see the onions sauteed beautifully with the chicken. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my tomatoes, my curry leaf, and my chilies. In goes the tomato, the curry leaf, and the chilies. So now give this a mix. And allow this to cook, and allow this to cook for 5 minutes. Guys, you can check my onions out. It's nice and golden brown, which I'm going to be using for garnishing. So I'm going to set this aside, remove it from the stove and set this aside. After 5 minutes, guys, give it another quick mix. Now I'm going to add in the yogurt. Give this another mix. And we're going to cook this for another 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I'm going to give it a stir again. Now I'm going to add in my masala. This is Saleem's Kitchen Secret Masala mix, which I shared with you guys. Give this a good mix. So now I want to add in 1 cup of water. And add in my potatoes. The reason why I added in that 1 cup water is to half cook the potatoes. So just lay it out like this here. Okay. Close the pot and let it cook for 10 minutes. Okay guys, it's been 10 minutes. So before I open the pot, I just want to take off some dhania from here. And I just want to chop this up fine for garnishing, because our curry is now ready. That should do it. So now let's open the pot. Look at that, guys. Fantastic. It smells amazing. I'm just going to garnish it. At this stage, I put the stove off and let it just simmer with the dhania. And then I'm going to start to layer. Guys, it's the best time of this recipe. It's the layering time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove some curry out of this pot and put it in a separate bowl. That way I'm going to try and form my first layer of curry at the bottom. Remember to keep it well balanced. You don't want too much of potato at the bottom. You don't want too much of chicken at the bottom. You want everything to be well balanced. And gravy as well. Okay guys, that's my first layer. So now my second layer is going to be the rice. In goes the rice. Okay, we can level this out. A little more rice. Now my third layer. Some potato, some chicken, more potato, more chicken, some gravy, My next layer of rice, which is my third layer. First, second, third, fourth. My fourth layer this is. Just like that. And then the last layer for my curry. In goes my potatoes, chicken, gravy, and my last layer of rice. And out comes the bag of goodness. Now I'm adding 1 cup of water for the rice to cook full. Now I'm adding in my onion. You can just pour in the butter like this all around. So the flavor gets into all of the rice. We can just spread this out. So this is all the garnishing. Then my dhania or coriander. Last but not least, the mint. So now it's fully garnished. So now I'm going to cover it. I'm going to show you a style, a technique of covering this pot before I put the lid on. I'm covering it up with a cloth. I'll actually use 2 cloths. The reason I'm putting this cloth is because it will trap in the steam and help the rice to cook. So once I've got that, I'm going to cover the lid. I just want to lift this up a bit so it doesn't touch the stove, the plate, and start to burn. So there we go, guys. So now we're ready to cook this. As I got it on the stove, I got it on high. It's going to be cooking for 10 minutes. Then I'm going to reduce the heat to low and allow it to cook for 45 minutes until the dish is completely cooked. And I'll see you guys when my biryani is finally done. Guys, after 55 minutes, let's now see the end result. Look at that. Perfect. The smell, the look, the rice is done perfect. So now let's test it. Well, there you have it, layered chicken biryani. Now you have no excuse not to cook the perfect biryani for Eid. So guys, thank you for watching Saleem's Kitchen. Please don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for latest video updates. Thanking you. God bless and peace out.